Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now I have the Gemini horoscope for 2021. Let's see what it's predicting. So Gemini horoscope for 2021, your main planetary influences. Your early horoscope for 2021 focuses on the movements of the planets Saturn and Jupiter into your personal growth zone, Gemini. This is also the area of travel, education, and for some of you, publishing. Yes, it's exciting. And many of you will be looking at enrolling or completing some sort of qualification over the next few years. These planets also influence your spiritual beliefs, which can change quite a bit due to growth you'll be experiencing, Gemini. You may be looking at a whole new way of thinking entirely, and this is a very good thing indeed. You may find a mentor who can coach you or guide you along the way. As they say, when the student is ready, the master appears. The eclipses have now entered your sign too, which means big things for you, Gemini. Big things meaning a change of job, a move of home, a shift in a profession, or a relationship coming along or ending. Get ready for a ride. Now the challenges for you, Gemini, in 2021. Your Gemini horoscope for 2021 it's mostly positive. You have had a rough time in 2020 with Saturn traveling through your zone of loss, change, crisis, and debt. You have taken responsibility in this area, but it hasn't been easy. Now with Saturn and Jupiter making trine aspects on to your sun, you are all about growing. But how can hinder you? Well, for those of you born around the middle of June, Neptune will be making an aspect to your sun too. Neptune is all about confusion, dissolving, and dissolution. Neptune can sometimes bring health issues to some. Tough for you. It may also be career issues. Boundaries will be a big deal and theme, Gemini, and learning not to escape from reality in unhealthy ways. If you suspect that you have a health issue, then it's best to deal with it as soon as you can. Don't brush it under the carpet. It's the same with work. Don't let things go, or else you may have to suffer the consequences of being taken for a fool. Finally, if you are feeling lost, the trick with Neptune is to simply trust in the universe and go with the flow. And don't overthink it. Now the career and work for you, Gemini, in 2021. Gemini, your 2021 horoscope for your career is quite up until the middle of the year, at which time Jupiter enters your professional zone. Jupiter is the planet of abundance and growth, and he always brings with him a gift of some kind. It's important that you do the work leading up to Jupiter stays in your career zone. He's only dipping in and out until the end of the 2021, when he decides to fully enter your career zone to stay for a year. That work involved educating yourself properly, making sure you have learned the tools you need for the job. This is a mix of both learning as well as applying what you learned. In 2 years' time, you will be going through a bigger career change. So now it's the preparing time. You can use Jupiter's gift to grow your work, to reach out and touch people's lives, and to allow things to unfold exactly as they are supposed to. You've still got Neptune traveling through your career area for quite some time, which means that you may still be feeling a little bit confused in general. For many of you, this equates to feeling not quite like you're on the right career path or a vague sense of dissatisfaction. This will stick around for a while. That says your horoscope prediction. The idea is that what the universe is trying to communicate to you is to trust, go with the flow, and do something that speaks to you, to your soul and spirit. This may translate to work that helps others, is creative, or uses the power of vision. So go for it, Gemini. Allow the universe to guide you instead of trying to force a round peg into a square hole. When you do, you'll find yourself in the right place at the right time. Now, the love, marriage, and romance for your horoscope in 2021. Your love and romance prediction, it's an interesting one. For one thing, the ruler of your relationship zone, the planet Jupiter, is changing signs from Capricorn to Aquarius. Jupiter is much happier in the sign of Aquarius, so that should spell much more growth for you and your relationship. Some of you may be seeking freedom, while others among you may find and fall in love with someone from a different culture, country, or belief system. What's even more important, Gemini, is that the eclipses of 2021 fall into your sign and your opposite sign of Sagittarius. This spells enormous creation in the romance department, often coinciding with events such as tenements, but in some cases breakups too. It all depends of whether or not your relationship is going to offer growth. If not, then you may decide to call it quits. If it does, you may want to take things one step further. The months to mark in your calendar are January, May, and December 2021. These are the months where huge events happen in the zone of love and relationships. December also has a Venus retrograde, moving through your intimacy and sharing zone, which spells a few lessons in the area of your life with the sweetheart. It will be a more intense time in general, especially as she joins up with Pluto and opens the doors for depth and for possible transformation. Now the financial horoscope for you in 2021. When it comes to finances, looks far better than it did in 2020, Gemini. You literally went through all kinds of crazy ups and downs, and the last 2 or 3 years have been rather financially intense. The reasons for this was the eclipses and Saturn, Jupiter and Pluto landing in your debt, payments and income zones. Now they move out, giving you a fresh start for 2021. You've learned a lot. How can you now apply it to the new year? You will also be glad to know that Mars will finally be leaving your money earned zone after 6 months staying right up until February 2021. After that, he leaves this sector, helping the stress and tension you've been feeling, maybe fighting with your boss over money, to go away. Will you be making millions? This isn't really the year for it, Gemini, but it's possible you'll receive support if you really need it. And now the health horoscope for you in 2021. Those who are born mid-June can have a few things cropping up. However, you may not see it right away. In fact, things may slowly build without you taking any notice, and then suddenly you have a problem. So, Gemini, if there is anything, no matter how small, get it checked now. Follow your intuition closely and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. For those of you born earlier, the time of reckoning may be now, as you realize that the habits you have been detrimental to you. You may have hard to diagnose issues, and it's important you to have good doctors and advisors to assist you. Neptune on your sun might also reflect poor lifestyle choices, such as drinking too much, eating the wrong foods, or finding escape in too much self-medicating. This then leads to health issues in the long run, Gemini, so try to find some discipline. Luckily, Saturn and Jupiter are helping your sun to a certain degree, so even if you do get ill, with the right structure in place, you can heal up fast. Jupiter is a big boost, helping you to feel optimistic no matter what happens. Sometimes that's all you need, Gemini. Mind over matter. Now, your family and social life in 2021. Seems as if the friends you make are all either abroad or the one you are learning, growing, or studying with. You may find yourself joining communities that align with your beliefs more than ever, and some of you may find friendships in your spiritual world. This is due to Saturn and Jupiter entering you into your ninth house of growth and philosophy, and in the sign of social Aquarius. That's where they want you to form bonds. Things may have been tough for quite some time, with plenty of conflict and drama, tensions and fights with your friends in the last few months of 2020 and the early months of 2021. However, that slowly goes away to be replaced by a sense of connecting with the people who really matter. Family-wise, Mercury, the ruler of your family and home zones, goes retrograde 3 times over February, June, and October. This is when family issues or home issues may arise, and communication is the key, Gemini. Now, your spiritual horoscope for 2021 is very much focused on your spiritual growth. In fact, this is where most of the energies lie for you. With Saturn and Jupiter here, you are challenged to find something that speaks to you, something that fits your ideals, hopes, and dreams. Many of you will undergo total spiritual transformation and have your beliefs tested to see if they are really true for you. Many of you will start to question things and begin to grow through studying courses, for example, that bring you much personal growth in your spiritual world. The only hindrance here is that Saturn and Uranus meet in 3 squares over 2021. This may be your inner, unclaimed rebel challenging the status quo and throwing the structures of your spiritual life out of the window. It's time to marry the old and new, Gemini, and not to go to the extremes. Advices and a general outline for you for 2021. Horoscope prediction, it's mainly focused on education, travel, and growth for you. Many of you will be taking on a big travel opportunity and growing outside of your comfort zones. Some of you will enroll for a 2 to 3 year course in order to qualify for the years ahead in your career, where things are set to change after a long time of confusion. Your relationships are also going to undergo a big transformation, Gemini, as the eclipses in January, May, and December highlight this area of your life. You may meet someone important, take the next step in your relationship, or leave one that's not working. There's a little bit of drama, Gemini, so get ready. There will be a moment this year when you'll get a glimpse of what Jupiter has in store for you regarding your career. Expansions and opportunities may trickle in and become more apparent at the end of 2021. Take good care of your health, Gemini, and attend to the things which seems not important as they may become important. You should have the ability to heal fast, whatever happens. So this was the horoscope for you, Gemini, for 2021. Thank you very much for listening. I will upload for other zodiacal signs as well. And please subscribe to my channel for more videos. And hit the bell button to stay notified. And if you have any further questions, feel free to email me. I will let my email address in the description of this video or comment in the comment section. Thank you very much and take care.